Hello, good afternoon. Are you a member?
Why do I feel like I remember that? Is that when the man was about to commit suicide?
Yo, you know
everything.
She know everything in Atlanta,
jump, right? Yeah, he was gonna jump.
She know everything in Atlanta, bro.
The lady exposed him, and he was about to go jump. I don't think he jumped. Did he jump?
Yeah. Homicide game.
How long is this?
GRIMIEST crew.
Okay. Well, chat, we here for another hour, chat. 2 hours, because I know we're gonna be talking in between. Like, what the fuck just happened? We should get a popcorn night. Fix your face, bro.
Duct say word law around.
He just died.
He just died?
Yes.
Who that is?
That's
Damn, mom be knowing everything, bro.
I know who that is. Duct Tape Entertainment. That's their logo. He just passed that. Fuck, it's in my head, but it's not in my head. Both of them died. The one that just left too. That just left. The one that walked. Him. Cause some Alley Boy and what's his name? Him. Y'all help me. I know their names. I just can't function right now. He passed away on some bitch shit.
Trouble?
Yeah, trouble. He was with a diamond. The nigga came. The menage doubled back, and he was in the house with the diamond.
Big man, you the police too, man. You done took all that dick. Now you just want to die.
It's the scene of the gang.
Who that was?
You done took all that dick. Now you just want to die.
Was that the dude?
It's the scene of the gang-related murder of Chad Billingsley.
What?
Wait. Who that was that said that to who?
What?
Wait, why do I feel like I remember that? Is that when the man was about to commit suicide?
Yo, you know
everything.
She know everything in Atlanta,
bro. Jump, right? Yeah, he was gonna jump.
She know everything in Atlanta, bro.
The lady exposed him, and he was about to go jump. I don't think he jumped. Did he jump?
Yo, she know everything in Atlanta, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to see this.
Oh, but you was just complaining.
I wasn't complaining for real. I know what triggers you like you know what triggers me.
Imagine doing that, dude. You went all the way up there just to not jump. You might as well jump.
Fastest way to come down.
In the modern era of hip-hop, few artists have had an impact on culture the way Playboy Carti has. From the early days of the SoundCloud era, when distorted 808s and rebellious energy took over the internet, to becoming one of the biggest artists in the world. Carti didn't just ride the wave, he became the wave. His music, fashion, and mysterious persona helped shape an entire generation of rap fans, blending punk, trap, and grunge aesthetics into something completely new.
The dick on the crack. I said the dick on the crack.
Bro, that's Drewski, bro. That's Drewski. Acting like he Carti.
This nigga been playing too much. Look at him. Drewski been playing too much, bro.
The Gothic stage lights and the chaotic rage concerts sits a label that represents Carti's vision. Opium. A collective where underground street culture collides with alternative fashion and experimental rap. And within that circle, one name continues to echo through both the music industry and the streets of Atlanta: Homicide. Many fans were first introduced to the name through the duo Homicide Benno and Homicide Michi, two artists signed directly under Carti's Opium imprint. Known for their aggressive delivery and high-energy rage sound, the pair quickly became staples of Carti's concerts, turning shows into full-blown mosh pit riots. But for casual fans, Homicide Gang might look like just another rap collective, a group of artists pushing Atlanta's newest sound. However, behind the music, the name Homicide carries a reputation that goes far deeper than Playboy.
He gets a sound every time, bro. This for you, Lone. Damn, a snippet?
Lists and tour dates.
The fuck? Let the first few bars play for him. Hell, shout out to him. Let's go. How they do this? What is that? Alright, we ready. That's for Lone Boy. That boy Lone been dropping them things in that chat, y'all.
Let it go.
Rap crew. It's a street organization.
We'll add that to the list, but
and
not
its
after
roots
this.
trace back to one of the most notorious movements to ever come out of the city. Duct tape
Two
entertainment.
Stick, what up?
Often shortened to DTE.
DTE.
And we've been fucking with these niggas since 05.
Pause.
Ain't no new
Big Banks, he the one that do all the interviews. Yeah, I know.
What you about to do? About to run the fuck niggas out the city.
Fuck nigga, get somewhere. Hey, we gonna talk about it.
Alley Boy, that boy was hard as hell.
Hey,
He didn't play that
fuck
shit.
nigga, go.
A name so respected in Atlanta's streets that it ties back to major figures in the hip-hop scene like the creator of DTE, Big Bank Black, a prominent rapper, actor, music executive, and social media personality
actor.
recently making noise with his
Who did?
podcast, Big
The
Facts.
podcast, the Big
DTE
Facts.
Actor.
also being the crew of two of Atlanta's most influential rappers.
They said actor.
Probably like, I don't know, little Atlanta movies, I guess. I don't
Six,
know.
who both
I don't
recently
care.
sadly passed away.
Alley Boy
Trouble,
and Trouble.
who was shot and killed in March of 2022 after a tragic home
Fine
invasion.
ass.
And Alley Boy,
Home
who also
invasion.
passed away recently
Well,
this
you
year
can
in
call it that.
2026 after suffering kidney failure.
It wasn't no home invasion, it was a bitch invasion.
Back
Like,
in the late
what?
2000s and early 2010s, DTE was a powerful blood-affiliated network that held serious influence across Atlanta's Zone 6 area. For years, the group built a reputation that rang through hoods, county jails, and prison yards across
And they
Georgia.
look nice at
And
night,
somewhere
didn't they?
within that larger structure, a younger generation would form their own identity, Homicide Gang. Over time, the name grew beyond just one block or neighborhood. Members and affiliates began popping up across different parts of the city, and even outside of it. Some tied to the music industry, others tied to street conflicts that rarely make headlines outside Atlanta.
So this when they dumped his ass in the toilet. That's fucked up.
Hey, Blitz.
Ooh.
Okay.
Look, look, look.
Hey, Blitz.
One figure often associated with the
I don't
Homicide
wanna be
Circle
over there.
and is known as one of its creators is Problem Child 5, also known as Duty, a name that circulated heavily in Atlanta's street discussions after being locked up on multiple murder charges. Even alleged of being caught on surveillance video carrying out this spree of retaliated
Did we
murders.
do him?
It was the scene of the 2019 gang-related murder of Chad Billingsley.
Was a fixture
You
out
did
there in
that?
the neighborhood, also a father to several children.
Caught on camera,
Oh.
says DA's investigator.
Yo, he thought they was about to bang it. He hopped out.
He should have hopped in his car
On
and
camera,
go.
says DA's investigator Marissa Viverito.
Damn, they
went
wet him up.
That boy. Oh.
These
What really
niggas-
pushed Homicide into global conversation was a rivalry that turned into one of Atlanta's most infamous internal beefs, a war between former allies, Homicide, and another faction connected to the same roots, Henchman Gang 5L, commonly known simply as 5L. At the start of the beef, tensions between the two sides built quietly but quickly in Atlanta. But the situation would also be televised to many already in tune and soon exploded into mainstream attention after Cardi dropped his long-awaited 2020 album, Whole Lotta Red. On the track Stop Breathing, Cardi openly shouted out his close ties to Homicide and the Pyru blood set while throwing direct shots toward 5L.
Free, Nigo Blur. Free, oh my God. Free, Father Time.
The lyrics sparked massive online debate, especially when fans began connecting them to actual rumors involving Ola Runt, a rapper a part of the 5L side. Suddenly, a conflict that once stayed mostly inside Atlanta was being dissected by millions of fans across the internet. Cardi even got white boys everywhere decked out in Homicide merch dropping 5L in their Instagram pics.
Nah,
But
them boys
Homicide's
dropping
reached
5
a
on the
doubt in
Instagram
Homicide.
pics. Nah.
Damn.
Merch dropping 5L in their Instagram pics. But Homicide's reach doesn't stop there. Their influence stretches beyond the city limits, into surrounding counties and hoods that casual fans rarely hear about, including a DeKalb County gang known as 31
Cobb
or
County.
31 Glock Clan, a clique tied to underground Atlanta rapper Blow, and a group that's been linked to one of the bloodiest gang conflicts in DeKalb's recent history. Another name beginning to surface from the larger Homicide circle is E.A. Lil Rye, an emerging underground artist representing his crew YMM, a set under Homicide. An emerging underground artist representing his
that's
crew
not the one that we was talking to, like... hold on, we'll talk about this.
M, a set under Homicide while honoring their fallen member Lil Yo. With raw street energy and a growing fan base,
that's what I'm saying.
Lil Rye has slowly started carving out his own lane in Atlanta's underground scene,
I don't know about
carrying
now,
on a
but,
legacy tied to the Homicide Alliance. And that's what makes this story so
I
powerful.
can't get caught up in no
Because Homicide exists in two different worlds at once. First making noise on both with close ties to the 4L Alliance affiliated with rappers like 21 Savage. Main Homicide members often seen in the music video backgrounds of popping Atlanta artists, leaving many to speculate who are the faces behind the scenes.
There's so much games, bro. It's
on
hard
one
to keep
side,
up with everybody.
you have the music, the mosh pits, the fashion, the viral rage sound dominating a new generation of rap. But on the other side, you have a street lineage tied to decades of Atlanta gang history, beefs, alliances, and conflicts that stretch far beyond the spotlight. So today, we're breaking down the different sets of Homicide, where they came from, how deep their roots really go, and how a name once known mainly in Atlanta neighborhoods as being perhaps the grimiest crew to come out the city, became connected to one of the biggest artists in the world. Because the story of Homicide is bigger than music, and it's far from over.
So they couldn't find no other Cardi picture? Got the man looking crazy on that. I gave his ass some hemp. He knocked out over there.
When it comes to Atlanta's hip-hop scene, few places carry as much weight in both music and street history as Zone 6. Located on the city's east side, the area has produced some of the most influential names in modern rap. Artists like Future from Kirkwood helped define an entire generation of trap music, while East Atlanta would become home to major figures like 21 Savage, Young Nudie, and Atlanta legend Gucci Mane, who recently went viral online with snitch allegations after bruh got kidnapped and robbed by Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty and his dad attempting to get out of Gucci's 1017 label. Niggas really thinking this the 1990s.
Press, pen to the paper, but it's under duress.
Wow.
But deeper inside Zone 6 sits another neighborhood that has quietly played its own major role.
Did you like that track?
No, that shit was trash.
Street and rap culture. Edgewood. Over the years, Edgewood has produced its own lineup of well-known figures in both the streets and the music industry. Names like Big Bank, Alley Boy, Trouble, Ola Runt, and Problem Child 5 would all come from the same general area.
Oh, they from Edgewood?
Like many neighborhoods throughout Zone 6, these communities weren't isolated from each other. Different generations of rappers and street crews often shared close ties, alliances, and family connections that stretched across East Atlanta's surrounding blocks. But one specific place would eventually become the center of it all: the Edgewood Court Apartments, commonly referred to as the Edgewood Court Projects.
Yeah, tell them why they mad. Tell them why they mad. Where we at, man? Turn around, get this way, man. Let them see.
In the bricks,
yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
I already know how we doing. Yeah, we lying right now.
Yeah.
I made it right move. Let's get into my desk.
Got $1 million on you now, Mike. Hard line in that motherfucker. That for real.
Hey, man, this is little Kirkwood, Mexico shit, man. Y'all know we down in Edgewood. Fucking with Bank, man. You know, Zone 6 or so. Y'all already know what it is, man. This shit money taking you dope.
That's Future. I knew I seen Future earlier when they showed this scene. I was like, isn't that Future?
It's Edgewood, but Mexico all the way around the motherfucking globe. Like, you know how we rock the nigga free bands. Yeah, that motherfucker way me.
Today, Edgewood is widely known as one of Atlanta's most historic entertainment districts, packed with nightlife, restaurants, and a vibrant hip-hop culture that attracts people from across the city. However, it is to mention that in today's Atlanta, whenever natives mention Edgewood, they're in fact referring to two areas that are often just accepted to be blurred together now. The Edgewood neighborhood, one of the oldest hoods in Zone 6 many rappers would hail from, that has quickly become gentrified. And Edgewood Avenue, the vibrant residential nightlife and hip-hop culture inspired street that begins
Edgewood
in
still
South
lit.
Atlanta
man. Brr, brr, man.
Edgewood still lit.
Shooting, man.
its way through
You better hit
areas
that
like
goal.
Little Five Points, Old Fourth Ward, and
What do you do
stops
when
just
you hit
short
that
at
goal?
Inman Park. But long before the nightlife and redevelopment,
Edgewood
once a
still be
beloved
lit like
hood to
that.
many residents, which now these days is probably common to see Sarah walking down the street with her dog.
Damn.
The
not
Edgewood
Sarah.
neighborhood carried a reputation for something else entirely: crime. You see, Edgewood hasn't always been such a nice area. Before the 1996 Centennial Olympics that led to the redevelopment of multiple bad areas in Atlanta, Edgewood was originally built for working-class families. That also often included poverty and trying to make ends meet, forcing a lot of those misfortunate enough to jump off the porch. And at the forefront of Edgewood's crime, Mason Avenue, the street connecting to the infamous Edgewood courts. For decades, the Edgewood court projects were known as one of the rougher pockets of Zone 6, producing some of the most respected and feared street crews in Atlanta. Two of those crews would eventually rise to the forefront of the neighborhood: the infamous Homicide gang and their bitter rivals, Henchman Gang 5L. Both groups came from the same environment, the same blocks, and in many cases even the same childhood circles. But as time went on, what started as a simple miscommunication would
Boy,
slowly
Reddit know how to-
evolve into
Reddit
a bitter
low-key a
rivalry
beef
fueled
site.
by pride, loyalty,
Y'all, Reddit low-key a beef site. You get a lot of info off of Reddit, but boy, that's a silent killer, boy.
and street politics. A story of brothers from the same hood who would eventually
Definitely
become
police.
enemies.
It might be the police behind that shit.
You see, as I initially
And everybody
mentioned,
just running their mouth.
Duct tape,
Like
or
it's a Dear
DTE,
Diary.
being like the foundation of all these crews. Initially
listen,
formed
y'all
by
read
Big
it,
Bank
man.
as a music label, would
I ain't gonna lie, I
quickly
used to
become
love
feared and
DTE.
respected as Bank attempted to take multiple faces from his hood and push them into
what it do,
superstardom,
JoJo?
built on the realities of their experiences in the Zone 6 hood,
King JoJo.
where music was a way
He
of
had popped up on
documenting
my,
life rather than creating a
TikTok.
fantasy image.
This
Bank had
morning.
connections that reached beyond the streets. His networking with certain labels eventually brung him a distribution deal with Atlantic Records. And while he was known in the streets as an OG, Bank knew that authenticity and respect is something you couldn't buy in the industry, yet alone Atlanta.
Hood felt nigga every time.
DTE good.
Anytime
Good
the tape
fellas.
in the building, it's a hood felt.
About to cook up something real special. And we've been fucking with these niggas since 05. This ain't no new shit.
I was out here.
Fuck nigga get somewhere. In that, hey, we don't talk about it. Duct tape word law around, hey. Time for y'all fuck niggas go. Straight up. Straight like that.
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
niggas
Let me
finna
know.
go and pay. All that shooting
I had
videos
text you,
down,
buddy.
we finna stamp this shit with hood up right now. Come on, school. Come on, school. All my niggas doing. Hey, y'all see this shit?
You know what
All
school
in the
is?
real face of the hey. Finna stamp this shit right now. Ain't no more of that shooting video down here, all that shit. None of y'all
Trouble.
rap pussy ass niggas,
That's
y'all
true.
ain't paying homage to
Bad
the tape.
trouble.
All that shit out the motherfucking door from now on. So all that out of town
Oh,
shit,
little
like
fine
you coming
shit.
out here, moving out here,
So,
working and
they
shit.
couldn't
That
come
shit
out?
rap, nigga. This day forward,
They
nigga.
still-
Tape, that's on everything. Get your fuck ass on.
Atlanta
couldn't come
and
to-
Zone
people
6
couldn't come to
legends who
Atlanta
both
for real?
tragically passed.
They was still coming.
Alley Boy and Trouble can
But
be
he ain't
seen
really
calling
talking about
out
just
all
any
the
rapper. It's
out-of-towners
really
who
like-
came to the city to boost their rap careers. A phenomenon that's still casually happening in the city till this day, ironically. Both would be co-founders of the DTE crew, and as they stated, their word was law to many of the goons in Atlanta, specifically stating that if those who come to the A and refuse to check in with duct tape, they're going to have to pay. Basically admitting that they're planning to begin extorting niggas. And among the start of the crew's peak, we would eventually see that they weren't joking around at all. A prime example of that would be from the viral incident between rapper Young LA and Duct Tape, specifically Alley Boy, all seemingly over a misunderstanding. See, Young
JoJo.
LA is a rapper from the city who broke
Yup,
out in
let
2008
me tell you a story
with
about
his hit,
this.
Ain't I?
I'll wait for this nigga to pop up. Yo, this nigga did some shit. I don't know if they gonna talk about it. The way they
Alongside T.I. and Young Dro,
He would've got a fucking
becoming
duct
one of
tape
Grand Hustle Records'
tattoo his
biggest
face,
and
man.
most
They
promising
smacked
new
the fuck
artists.
out of him and told him to go
A
take
label
that shit
created
off.
by
Right.
T.I. and also distributed by
Who smacked
Atlantic.
him?
See, Alley Boy though.
Wait, what?
By 200010, however, his
Let
career
me
had
see what they gonna
stalled
say.
after his album was shelved, and he
remember
eventually
him, the Honey
separated
Boy?
from Grand Hustle and Interscope.
Honey Bun.
No.
When he was in the booth rapping about the Honey Bun chick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's him, Young LA. See,
See,
Honey Bun.
Yeah. I mean, who could you ever went to?
But he the one that got a song,
At that time,
N.I. with T.I.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
For a kid dreaming in Atlanta.
That was the biggest shit
At
out
that
here.
point, if you got with the king of the South, you were legitimate. You was everything. You was almost equal to the king. That's how much that stamp meant.
Young L.A., however,
ain't lie, he was
already
on the
built
run.
a solidified status with his buzz in Atlanta's rap scene. Already had
man,
networked with
futuristic
multiple
rap.
big faces in the industry, and claimed to have already knew several members from Zone 6 as he started spending time recording and partying with them. He also stated to have had a meeting with the group's CEO, Big Bank, to discuss an official link-up. But Young L.A., however, didn't anticipate the consequences that would come from affiliating with a street organization he had no legitimate ties to. Believing he was officially aligned with the crew, L.A. got a tattoo of a microphone-wielding duck on his cheek, a tattoo
Did I
that's
just say
supposed
it?
to show direct unmatched loyalty and permanent membership to the DTE crew. However, duct tape honcho Alley Boy publicly stated that L.A. never received an okay from the label.
I'm willing to lay down about this, man. And anybody who ain't willing to do that about this, they don't got no business with it on, you know. Hey, look, it's just, man, anybody who been doing the background and know about us, know anything about duct tape, man, they just know that go totally against anything we represent, talk about, or whatever, you know. It would have had to been a real financial gain for us to even just go that route,
That's
man.
the logo. A lot of people just saying it's just a duck on his face, but he got the duct tape logo on his face.
Y'all that don't know.
For y'all that don't know,
man.
You know, y'all been DTing it on y'all face, but y'all ain't even got the duck.
I'll look at, you know, little trouble just came home, man. DT in their face been there, man. You know, you know, all DTs, my whole family got DTs in their face, man. You know, it's some who don't. But that's a big much, man. That's like some mascot shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
As Alley Boy believed he was using their brand for publicity after leaving Grand Hustle. From DTE's perspective, it wasn't simply support. It was someone claiming an identity they hadn't earned.
new tattoo, Duct still in my face.
Let go!
It ain't going nowhere.
Let go!
What would they say on World Star? I'm in AUG, got guns behind me. Hear me? I don't need no security. I told them folk when I turn out the step, I don't want no security. I ain't no fucking rapper. Hear me? Rock my jewelry anyway. Ain't nobody finna fuck with me. Hear me? I am still one of y'all. Yeah. Let's go, man. I come back and hang with all the robbers. Let go. All the robbers. No pistol, none of that. All my jewelry on. 4 seasons Tomerville. Real nigga shit.
And soon after the backlash
That was a lot of
intensified,
talking.
the beef would go viral online as Alley Boy and multiple other duct tape affiliates confronted Young L.A. in a physical altercation caught on video that quickly made its way around social media.
Oh, yeah.
Pop! Slap the fuck out of him.
Oh.
And they jumped him.
Well, I just sparked him.
I just slapped the fire out of his ass.
The footage became one of the earliest viral Atlanta rap incidents, showing L.A. being surrounded and assaulted. The video badly damaged his public image at a time when social media was becoming central to hip-hop culture.
Like, I just feel like, you know, you can't control, everybody can't control one person or what one person want to be on the field, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like shit, when you in the streets, like, street shit do happen, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's all, you know, shit get kept in the streets, you feel me?
Was that a setup? You feel like, was it fully like you got set up, like somebody told you you were going there for a different reason?
Nah, I just feel like what's supposed to happen just sometimes just happen. Like I say, when you in the street, sometimes you get the short end of the stick. You don't win every battle. Like, I don't know, no street nigga really like won everything. Like, sometimes you get caught down, but like you got the ups, you get the short end of the stick. That's just how the street goes. You don't really know, you know what I'm saying, how it's gonna play out.
At that time, though, like, how upset were you when the video came out?
Long,
What was
appreciate
going
that
through your head in
gifted,
terms
man.
of, like, how do I save face from this, or what do I got to do to make the
That
situation
boy don't
right?
play around, bro.
I just know who I am.
What on that? Where he at?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's done is what's done. Like, at that point, when that transpired, that shit I was really done. When it hit the internet, it was like, okay, I felt that went, like, I was like, damn, who the hell recorded it? Like, that's what part I ain't get. Like, we really getting into it. Who the hell took their phone out to record this shit? You know what I'm saying?
And soon after the humiliating video went viral, Young LA covered the Duct
Yep,
tab
he
with the
covered
Los
for the
Angeles
LA.
Dodgers logo only weeks later. Many people interpreted this as backing down from DTE under pressure, although LA has maintained he wasn't trying to disrespect anyone, and he didn't feel right as a man keeping it on his face, especially after the physical altercation.
Really, it was a decision that I made on myself because it was like, okay, now I done embraced this brotherhood, and now this happened with me and Allie, so it's just like, you know, these are his alliances and his day ones, you feel me? So after this incident occurred you see what I'm saying, when me and Allie got into it, it's like, there's no way I can keep this on my face, you know what I'm saying? There's no way as a man, I don't want to look, you know what I'm saying? At that time, that you know, that was just my life. I can't keep this on my face, so I got the cover up. That's how I got the big LA.
Yeah.
However, as this incident continued to be discussed in Atlanta's hip-hop scene for years,
That's a painful
thankfully in
situation.
2024, Alley Boy and Young LA would finally come together in an interview to break the silence on their past issues and how they eventually squashed the beef.
Bruh.
Difference, man. Gotta show these niggas.
That man went through a lot. Put the tattoo on, got popped, and nigga took it off.
We really on
Covered
some
up.
shit like, man, you showing the hard. Like, we really on some shit like, this example for niggas. This example for niggas, like, you ain't gotta be stuck on that shit. My nigga, like, look what Thug just went through. Imagine if it wasn't no blood shit in between the shit, what it could have been. Them niggas could have got together and made a bankroll, you know what I mean? So the shit really be unfortunate. So we looking at this shit like this for the city, let alone the culture, you know what I mean? Like, just period, you know what I mean?
But anyways, this just goes on to show you what type of timing DTE was on, and the feared roots the Homicide crew would evolve from. Being affiliated with some of the most respected crews in Edgewood, and the neighboring Kirkwood areas in Zone 6, like Future's own FBG or Taliban gang, and even going on to build a relationship with Savage and his Slaughter Gang 4L crew early on throughout their careers, becoming like a dynasty on the city's east with Zone 6's most influential rappers, all clicked up together under their blood affiliations, most notably with sets like Sex Money Murda. Another crew that was affiliated with DTE and built a notorious reputation in Edgewood was a set known as the Runts, also sometimes going by R6 to rep their affiliations to the Rollin 60s Crip set. Becoming so dangerous that the crew would appear in the 2011 National Gang Threat Assessment, a name that may have inspired Edgewood native Ola Runt and his affiliations, as he used to also rep Duct Tape. And as time went on, younger generations began forming their own sub-cliques and branches from Duct Tape, which leads us to the early origins of the Homicide crew as we know it.
So
where a
Homicide
lot
came
of
from
members
the
started
tape?
repping another block.
That's
the
what we
crew
just
would
went
hang
through
on
all this for?
800
They could have did tell us that from the jump, cause I'm
Smith
still by,
Street,
and that bitch.
better known as Backstreet, or just 800. Initially a bunch
and they
of
still
homes
got
on the end
second.
of Smith Street in the Mechanicsville neighborhood that were owned by DTE affiliate Leezy, also known as Uncle Man, who was a big-time hustler with major connections in the Edgewood area along the likes of Big Bank. The homes on Smith Street originally being bought and used as booming traps that date all the way back to the 2000s. With one of the main homes on 800 even going on to be decorated in graffiti showing the Backstreet logo. The block soon became a legendary hotspot for Duct Tape members as Leezy began pushing the 800 or 800 block Backstreet movement, which would go on to be shouted out by Big Bank, stating he has emerging artists coming from the area.
I got a whole crew. I'm still, you know, bringing the next generation of this Duct Tape thing. I don't even want to call their names out, but it's a whole new crew coming. The whole 800 Backstreet, we coming hard, like.
The block even going on to gain even more reputable status when major hip-hop figures like Future and 21 Savage began also shooting videos and hanging out on Backstreet. One of the artists that was handpicked by Big Bank and pushed by the DTE crew heavily was Problem Child 5, as I mentioned before, would be known as the creator of the original Homicide crew. Now, PC5 has built a notorious reputation in the streets way before he even began rapping, a fact that Big Bank also wanted to let the world know. who hustled his way through Edgewood streets and built a close bond with major figures in Duct Tape like Big Bank and his son Lil One, who can even be seen with figures like Ola Runt and throwbacks before the beef happened.
What do you think that made Bank want to stand beside Problem Child?
That's ugly money right
this
there.
the one.
Well, he out, like, you know, he been there since, like, before I was born. So that's always been like a father figure to me. But it just, yeah, like, this son, like, ain't nothing. Like, that's what I know.
Yeah.
Becoming an essential face in the DTE crew by 2016, to where he would begin forming his own movement with affiliates from Zone 6 and Backstreet in Zone 3, which would consist of blood sets like Billy or Nine Trey and Sex Money Murda. PC5 eventually going on an interview hinting that the Homicide gang's reckless behavior in the streets is a part of what made him decide to change his name and rebrand himself for his career.
Before the Problem Child, it was Homicide duty.
Come on.
Yeah, that's Homicide.
Come on, let's take it back. Let's take it back.
That's stamped on the east side. Like, I had to really leave the east side because I got too hot. Like, it was just on fire. Like, hell, no, I need to go toward the city. I got to go to Zone 3. We got to go to Pittsburgh because the east side is, man, that shit, that's out of control right there. Like, it's too many points got to get proven. Man, no, we ain't gonna, we done that already. Go ahead over here and just relax, because over there you're going to end up catching you a baddie. You're gonna be locked up. You don't want to go through that right now.
So coming from Homicide to Problem Child, you know what I'm saying? Tell me the difference between Homicide and Problem Child now.
Homicide, the young nigga that shoot up parties,
Look. Allegedly, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And amongst the rise of PC5's new Homicide movement rapidly making waves in Atlanta, it had major street and industry backing as the wealthiest crews to come out. The city's east would all click together under one single movement that began being repped amongst top rappers from the area like 21 Savage. They all began going by the Mob, an alliance of the East Side's most influential faces. Not to be confused with the Goodfellas or GF Mob gang in the city I previously did videos on. However, amongst Problem Child's peak, as he just was really beginning to pop off with his music career, he would be hit with serious charges that would put his career on a still in 2019 when he was dreadfully hit with 5 murder charges. Something that's made him quite a controversial figure in the Atlanta scene, with the alleged bodies this nigga was collecting like Thanos in 2019. Police had yet to reveal all the information regarding all the victims, but one murder PC5 was charged with. A 32-year-old man named Chad Billingsley made rounds to social media when police released surveillance footage of the shooting, along an announcement from District Attorney Fonnie Willis stating her office have been heavily involved in targeting gangs responsible for overlapping violent crimes in Operation Heatwave.
It was the scene of the 2019 gang-related murder of Chad Billingsley.
Was a fixture out there in the neighborhood, also a father to several children.
Caught on camera, says DA's investigator Marissa Viverito, who says she worked with Woolfolk as he used crime data, link analysis by gang experts, and other intelligence to scientifically select that part of Boulevard for the first night of Heatwave.
There was a time where Duct Tape was considered one of the most respected crews in Zone 6. Through means of physical violence or their main tactic, extortion, which leaves many fans to speculate on the faces that recently popped up around the crew over the years, like Playboy Cardi, leaving many fans to wonder if Cardi is one of those figures that DTE, 800, and Homicide circles is getting their piece from. But as the crew became more open and business-minded, Cardi would turn out to be one of the rappers Duct Tape knew for a while through Cardi's musical buzz during his rise in the scene. Cardi had already networked with other buzzing rappers and built close bonds with rappers like Slime Seattle and his Rich Slime Gang crew, a blood-affiliated underground Atlanta rap group. While Cardi was from the South Side in areas like Fairburn and Riverdale, he did have cousins affiliated with these crews, which would go on to naturally make him build relationships with other Atlanta industry giants such as Duct Tape and Homicide. And when Cardi could be seen hanging around essential DTE members frequently and getting co-signed by Big Bank, we begin hearing about some of the notable members from the Homicide crew such as PC5, Benno, Michi, Molly, Lil One, Lil Demon, Big Sosa, and of course R5. And while tensions were secretly internally brewing between certain Duct Tape members in the streets, Cardi would go on to drop one of the biggest songs of his career on his most anticipated album that would expose the world to one of the craziest stories to come out of Atlanta. By 2020, if you asked almost anyone in Atlanta who the next superstar was, one name kept coming up: Ola Runt. Fresh home from serving 5 years in prison at age 16, the Edgewood native exploded onto the underground scene with songs like Brazy Story and Feel Like Goo-Wop, where Big Bank and Lil One can be seen in the video. His gritty storytelling and unmistakable Atlanta sound quickly turned him into one of the hottest new artists in the city, earning cosigns from Gucci Mane and national attention from music outlets. But behind the music, Edgewood was beginning to split. Long before the internet knew the names Homicide or Henchman,
Chat, y'all
many of
still
the
here,
young
chat?
men on both
Y'all
sides had
quiet,
grown up
everybody
around
locked
each other.
in.
They came from the same neighborhood, crew, shared mutual friends, and appeared together in older photos and videos.
In the street, we in the street, no. We going up 8 space shot. We got this coat out here with the bag on the iron.
The conflict wasn't simply between two rap groups. It was a neighborhood dividing
I see you,
itself.
Chase.
As Ola's popularity skyrocketed, another major figure entered the picture: Gucci Mane. Gucci publicly embraced Ola, jumped on the remix to Feel Like Goo-Wop, and tried bringing the rising rapper deeper into the 1017 family after recognizing his potential. At the same time, Edgewood already had powerful local influences, including Duct Tape and Big Bank Black, who had their own relationships throughout the neighborhood. And Big Bank would actually shout Ola Runt out in an interview as one of the rising artists from Edgewood he and his Duct Tape crew were pushing as one of the next stars from their area.
Most definitely Ola Runt. He got my neighborhood.
Going hard, yep.
Ola, he going nuts right now.
One side from Edgewood, specifically Mason Avenue and the Edgewood Court Apartments, an area called Front Street, would still rep this block heavily instead of 800 block Back Street on Smith Street in Zone 3. One part of Mason Avenue in Edgewood that's always been a hotspot for Duct Tape was 69 Mason Avenue, which used to be known as the Red Store. That's been the location of where multiple videos were shot.
You ever seen
An
the Red
area
Store?
Ola Runt would rep
Yep.
heavily along
And I think I seen it in the video of one of the rap folk when we first
with his
started.
close circle of
I don't
homeboys
know
he
you
grew up
remember.
with. Ola and his circle began calling their crew Henchman Gang 5L or 5 Life, which was sort of the younger generation hailing from the Runts gang set that used to run Edgewood with DTE, consisting of some Bloods and rolling 60s Crips due to their roots to the Runts.
We Front Street, really. We got the movement, we henchmen. Everybody, we some motherfucking henchmen, like brotherhood. This ain't no gang, we on some real brother shit, like it on some real deal loyalty shit, just on some favor for favor societies type shit. We ain't too piped up, we ain't doing no flexing. We just letting these folk know we here, and we here to stay.
The divide was becoming impossible to ignore. However, just amongst the peak of Ola's careers where he was looking to make big moves for his career, tensions grew after Ola aligned himself with Gucci instead of signing to Big Bank and Duct Tape. Others claim existing personal issues between Gucci Mane and Big Bank only made matters worse. Because not too soon after all the animosity, Ola Runt would take to Instagram to call out Big Bank, accusing him of being jealous and showing fake love. And while internal tensions were brewing between Ola Runt and Big Bank's crews, it would become alleged that Bank's crew and associates from Duct Tape and Homicide would leave Front Street and make the 800 block or Back Street their main hood instead. Something Ola Runt would call out on his song Mob Father, a direct play on Big Bank's album and nickname The Godfather, where he disses Big Bank, claiming he'll make The Godfather call the cops, while also claiming Henchman Gang ran Bank and his crew out of Edgewood and to Back Street instead. While Bank soon responded to the video trolling Ola back.
Look at this bitch ass nigga, man. You don't look at kids in the video and shit, man. Nigga, you bitch, you ain't told nothing.
And in the midst of the drama, Problem Child 5 would go on to make a response track titled PP's Son, PP being Ola's father.
At my nigga funeral, I heard they tried to slide on me, catching henchmen. I listened to hit him with that.
That's his dad's name.
Yeah, man, another sub, man.
man.
Stop playing crazy, man. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Come on, man.
these young niggas really actors, they be capping on these beats.
However, Ola wasn't feeling this track and would soon take to Instagram Live to diss PC5 back, while also taking shots at Cardi in the process, calling him a fashion blood.
The niggas ain't even from Edgewood, man. Hey, and Problem Child, your daddy name Big O. Big O is a preacher. Y'all heard Big O is a preacher, man. Big O is a preacher and he's a chef. He cook food, no dope. Y'all heard me? My father cooked dope. Y'all heard me? Your father cooked food, nigga. You talking about? And then listen, Big Bank started fucking your mama when she was like 14, and he was like in his 20s. So that shit like you his stepchild. Yeah, I don't see him throwing these guns up no more since I've been out. I don't see niggas throwing these guns up no more.
Don't do that no more. They just
these niggas fashion blood. These niggas be fashion.
You what he said?
Go.
You hear what he said?
That shit like you his stepchild. Cook food, nigga. You talking about? And then listen, Big Bank started fucking your mama when she was like 14, and he was like in his 20s. So that shit like you his stepchild. Yeah, I don't see him throwing these guns up no more since I've been out. I don't see niggas throwing these guns up no more.
Don't do that no more. They just
these niggas fashion blood. These niggas be fashion banging, man. A lot of these niggas fashion blood. They want to dye their hair. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They just want to dye their hair. And
Ola also going on to tell his homeboy that the hate they're receiving will only make them bigger.
Finna fuck the streets up. This is my year. This is my summer. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole rap industry. And listen, we got my boy 24 Left Eye. His next. Yo. Let me tell you, bro. The hate gonna make you so big. You gonna be the biggest artist in the world. You heard me? Now listen, y'all remember me saying this shit about it. You gonna be the biggest artist in the world.
Unironically, hate would plummet the career of the nigga in the video, 24 Left Eye, after some diabolical allegations came to light. Bruh humiliated himself so bad that not only would he go on to be kicked out of Henchmen,
Wait, that was in
but
the
the
one
nigga
that...
would also try to commit self-deletion on a highway which went viral in Atlanta and on the internet.
That's when he got exposed.
You done took all that dick, now you just want to die. Man, you ain't die from the dick.
Yo, that boy ain't pop out on the internet since.
Oh, he moved. Look at him, bro. When he spraying his arm, he saying, I want a dick this wide, this big, and this long.
Anyways, PC5 would respond to Ola's claims, however, when he went live with Big Bank's son Lil One, describing how allegedly Ola Runt and Left Eye ran during a shootout during a funeral.
Wait, I'm trying to keep up with these fucking names.
Oh my mama, I ain't never seen so many Henchmen running at the funeral. I seen niggas running. I seen little Left Eye. I swear to God, I seen Left Eye watching Ola get shot at, bro. I swear to God. Ola done went to the right. Left Eye was to the left. I said, oh, hell no. Well, I'm following my brother. Hey. I'm following my dog.
The situation even becoming so tense for Bank that he would take to the internet crashing out detailing how Ola's father PP used to wear all his clothes.
Nigga a pussy, man. Your daddy got my pants. I forgot the nigga got my pants, the shirt, and my shoes. Look at it, same pants, but I had on the head wrap. Now keep it real, y'all. I know you fuck with these folk, but you know that boy's a bitch.
Imagine that.
And any nigga put
That's why you can't let nobody do shit for you, bro.
Straight up.
And while Ola Runt was steadily becoming one of Atlanta's most promising new stars, with his beef with Homicide and the Duct tape crew making him quite controversial not only in Atlanta, but the internet, Ola's career would be put on a temporary still as he would be arrested at Atlanta's iconic Lenox Mall with someone recording, where Ola claims that Big Bank is the police.
Man, fuck all these niggas. Big Bank, you the police too, man. Make sure you pull that shit, man. Tell these folks Big Bank a rap, man. All these niggas ain't telling on me, man. All y'all niggas some raps, man. Keep my name out your mouth, man. All y'all niggas some raps. Real shit. All y'all niggas some police.
Ola Runt, however, would be caught in trouble with law enforcement again the following month when he was arrested after going live having a high-speed chase with 12, with authorities later coming out to confirm he was caught after hiding in the woods. And with Henchman Gang's top rapper off the streets, the Homicide Gang would also go through unfortunate events too when, sadly, they would lose one of their most beloved members on June 28th of 2020 after the victim was fatally shot in head on Backstreet around 10 p.m.
Damn.
That member was named Lacaris Fears, better known as Big Sosa. who would also be the son of rapper and co-founder of Duct Tape, Veli Sosa. With Problem Child 5, however, later going on to make a post mourning Sosa's death, stating he was with Sosa the day he passed, which would become eerie once later, knowing the theories behind his passing. Being the son of one of Duct Tape's co-founders, of course, Sosa would be a big loss for the crew. The name becoming familiar to some after figures like Playboy Carti began mourning his fallen brother, even going on to pay homage to Sosa during his 2021 Lollapalooza performance, where he would also perform the Stop Breathing diss track to hundreds of thousands. Carti would claim during his set that he has double lives while paying tribute.
When I made this song, I was thinking about my brother. You know, I lost my brother recently. His name was Sosa, and I really loved him so much. And yeah, I just, you know what I'm saying, we could talk about this another day. I just gotta understand, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 different lives. And when I'm not being King Vamp and all this other shit, I'm in the streets for real.
The track Stop Breathing from Carti's long-anticipated album Whole Lotta Red, as I mentioned before, was a heavy diss towards the Henchman Gang, while Carti repped his Blood, Homicide, Duct Tape, and Futures crew, FBG or Taliban gangs affiliations, becoming dissected online for millions to decipher. And not too long, it seemed like everyone online was putting the pieces together, trying to understand the names being said. Carti shouting to free members like Homicide's Problem Child and FBG's Migo Bliff, before iterating that you can find him around Homicide members like Lil Demon, Homicide Benno, and R5, a figure that would tragically pass away the following year in 2021 from a drug overdose. Some say after allegedly receiving a fake pill. Some claim he took his own life due to the pain and struggles he endured. Either way, R5, real name Rashad Dowdy's death, was ruled as a suicide. And just like the Sosa incident, R5's death would hit the Homicide crew hard, but also the city, as R5 was also another buzzing rapper from the crew that built a fan base in Atlanta's underground, with hits like Lionheart and On My Side. Becoming a Homicide member with a cult-like fan base that was often seen around big rappers in Atlanta and appearing in their videos. And not too soon after, Henchman members like 24 Left Eye would take to social media to diss R5.
That's why they call it 24 Left Eye, because he died, right?
Killing they summer shit.
Did he wear patch or he just used to have his eye like that?
His eye like what?
That shit looked kind of freaky in the first picture just now.
Myself like R5. Tight shit.
Tight shit, man.
Yeah.
Man, gonna be high as R5, man, by the end of the night. Oh, more definitely.
However, in the Stop Breathing track, Carti also makes some crazy claims that he allegedly had Ola Runt stabbed in jail over a pie. However, Ola Runt would later go on to call the allegations cap.
Then you making it seem like you got me stabbed in jail, or like I run the jails. That's my shit, you know what I'm saying? I run that shit. Nobody's never stabbed me. I'd be like, that shit too funny. Like, this gotta be rap shit. This gotta be some rap shit, so.
As well as another Henchman 5L member and rising rapper known as Benji Blue Bills, who responded to the track with a remix on the same beat where he says Carti was lying about the Ola situation, as well as claiming that Carti's brother actually killed his other brother, and he bet Carti didn't know. Many fans going on to speculate that he was talking about the Sosa situation, where rumors in Atlanta's streets began hinting that PC5 might have actually had something to do with Sosa's death. Carti would go on to seemingly clap back at Benji in his song You're the Moon, where Carti claims he has been looking for Benji, something Left Eye would seemingly take a jab at on live warning Carti he really doesn't want to see Benji.
I promise a nigga don't want to see Benji.
Seemingly hinting at certain rumors involving Benji, claiming two of Unfunk's best friends, Young Thug's brother, had died the same day they dissed Benji. Meanwhile, reaching September of 2024, Ola Runt would be released from federal prison after serving 4 years. Young Thug hinting at certain rumors involving Benji, claiming two of Unfunk's best friends, Young Thug's brother, had died the same day they dissed Benji. Meanwhile, reaching September of 2024, Ola Runt would be released from federal prison after serving 4 years. And while the beef thankfully quieted down between the years of Ola's absence, It would pick up again when Cardi would begin trolling Henchman Gang leading up to the release of his album I Am Music, where Cardi claimed that Homicide was the real 5L or 5 Life. Ola Runt would head directly back to dissing Homicide post-release, specifically coming for Cardi this time as he took to Instagram to call Cardi a red dragon while posting suspect pics of him. And just amidst the crews beginning to go back and forth again, Ola Runt would be arrested again on yet another high-speed chase while being an escapee from a Virginia prison.
God damn.
And while the top rappers hailing from these crews were in a tense internal rivalry that made Homicide one of the most controversial crews from the city, their influence would begin spreading out to the outskirts of the city, where younger Homicide members and affiliates began forming their own little cliques all around the east side. Some featured in recent events tied to one of the most violent gang conflicts in DeKalb County, others making waves in the music industry rapping about their experiences in the streets. One of those crews, 31 or 31 Glock Clan, sometimes going by SRT, was a set of Bloods formed in Lithonia with a lot of members primarily repping the G-Shine or GKB set. Others consisted of Homicide members that extended way beyond the borders of what most people considered Zone 6. And as I covered extensively in my previous video, 31 would be one of the crews that directly played a part in the DeKalb County War against 4L members, particularly rapper Huncho's crew, Trench Babies, or Too Iffy. This conflict would go on be a massive controversy in Atlanta's scene, ranging from shootouts, even sadly to death. And when the 31 and Homicide members got arrested on a RICO in 2024, multiple 31 members would go out bad to TV members in the DeKalb County Jail, where inmates recorded Homicide members getting brutalized and denouncing their gang.
They beat the fuck out of him. They beat him bad. That was really good. And I think they dumped his in
Hey, pull his ass out, twin. So slap his head, twin. Slap me in the head or something. Ass out. Hey, Blitz.
31K. Okay.
31K. Hey, Blitz.
Which brings us to another notable Homicide set that formed in Decatur, YMM, or Lil Yo Gang. A set that's become popular in the underground scene recently with rappers like EA Lil Rai and Double XL, building a fan base mixing Cardi's rage sound with raw street energy. The YMM crew was a name that beginning to build their own reputation outside out Homicide, until the murder of a 19-year-old YMM member. Demario Hollis, better known as Lil Yo, was tragically gunned down on June 26th of 2023 after a drive-by occurred on 2474 Wesley Chapel near a Krispy Kreme, apparently while Lil Yo was selling water. Lil Yo being such a beloved member that Homicide members would go on to record themselves seemingly catching and torturing Lil Yo's killer in jail.
Bro, stop resisting, bro.
Damn.
Okay. Stop playing.
Damn.
But anyways,
I can't even
these would be the most notable faces to come out of Homicide Gang, who went on to build their own reputation of one of the biggest alliances in the city.
Yeah, that boy just finished the sub goal for the day, man.
Let's go.
Their influence will do nothing but gradually continue to grow throughout Atlanta. Now, do you see why they're known as probably the city's most grimiest crew? Built off a long history and complicated story of extortion, betrayal, and loyalty, Homicide carries a name in Atlanta that will forever hold weight not only in the streets, but also the music scene.
So now that you know the deep story of Homicide Gang,
that shit crazy. That shit too much fucking groups. That's where it all starts for really. When now everybody want to create their own set, they don't never. Just imagine if everybody was in one set and kept it loyal. That would have been a massive team, but it don't happen like that all the time. I ain't even mad, but shit. Oh my gosh.
That's right, again. We on next, man.
I want y'all motherfuckers to subscribe. The Foreign TVO don't give a fuck. Better subscribe, motherfucker. If not, security gonna get your ass. Pop, pop.